NFL players who went on to become actors. Dwayne Johnson. The story of Dwayne Johnson is well known. After playing football in college for the Miami Hurricanes, Johnson followed in his family's footsteps by becoming a professional wrestler. There he became known as The Rock and turned himself into the biggest star in the WWE, which gave him a chance to try acting, and it took. Now he's arguably the biggest action star in the world. Burt Reynolds. Among Reynolds' many starring film roles was Paul Crewe, a football quarterback imprisoned in the film The Longest Yard. That wasn't his first brush with football. In college, Reynolds was a halfback at Florida State. Unfortunately, injuries derailed his career, and he had to give up the sport while still in school. Looking for something to do with his life, he turned to acting, and the rest is history. Merlin Olsen. Olsen's football career went just a bit better than Johnson or Reynolds. He played defensive tackle for the LA Rams from 1962 to 1976, making the Pro Bowl a whopping 14 times. That was good enough to get him into the Hall of Fame. Olsen didn't need an acting career, but he gave it a shot. Movies never really worked out for the big man, but he did star in a TV show called Father Murphy. John Matusak. Matusak was 6'8" and brimming with potential, which got him drafted first overall in 1973. However, the man known as Twos also liked to party, which hindered his NFL career, though he did win 2 Super Bowls. After retiring, Matusak did a bit of acting, mostly notable as Sloth in the Goonies. Alas, the opportunities ended when Matusak died at the age of 38 due to an opioid overdose. Jim Brown. Brown was a preeminent football player of his area. He dominated the game as a running back, retiring with a bunch of records. That's despite the fact he retired relatively young, as he wasn't even 30. Leaving the NFL early gave Brown the chance to jump into an acting career, where he soon scored a big role in the iconic war film The Dirty Dozen. Alex Karras. After a college career at Iowa that got him into the College Football Hall of Fame, Karras moved on to the Detroit Lions, where he played his entire NFL career. He replicated his college success in the pros, as a defensive lineman was named to the NFL All-Decade Team for the 1960s. Thanks to being on the Lions when George Pittman wrote the book Paper Lion, Karras gained a bit of celebrity. He used that to start making TV appearances on shows like Match Game, but also tried his hand at acting, playing the dad in shows Webster. His most famous role has to be as Mongo in Blazing Saddles. How many other actors can say they had a scene where they punched a horse? Carl Weathers. Weathers is probably best known for playing the boxer Apollo Creed in the Rocky movies, or maybe for playing a retired golfer in Happy Gilmore. In reality though, football was Weathers' game of choice. He played at San Diego State in college and then got a cup of coffee with the Raiders. After that, he played in Canada before retiring to move on to acting. Bob Golick. Bob's brother Mike went on to a more traditional route, becoming a talking head and radio host on ESPN. On the other hand, Bob tried his hand at acting. It didn't go great, as his only regular role was as a character named, funnily enough, Mike on the woeful Saved by the Bell to college years. Hey, at least his NFL career went well. Golick was a 2-time All-Pro. John Amos. Amos had the build of a football player, but the sport never quite worked out for him. After playing in college at Colorado State, he got a couple of NFL tryouts but never made the team. He left the world of football and made the move to acting, first getting noticed as Gordy the Weatherman on The Mary Tyler Moore Show. Eventually, though, he would get lead roles on shows like Good Times and Roots. Bill Goldberg. Bill Goldberg is primarily remembered as a professional wrestler, which is enough to get him on this list. It is acting to agree after all, and it's called sports entertainment for a reason. However, Goldberg, who played in 14 NFL games and was the first player ever cut by the Carolina Panthers, has done some acting as well. One time he even played Santa Claus in a horror comedy film. Well, what was the most surprising name on this list? Did you know that any of these people played in the NFL? Let us know your favorite actor of this list in the comment section down below. Well guys, thank you so much for making it to the end of this video. Be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to Active Runner, and ring that notification bell so you never miss another amazing video from us. Thank you for watching once again, and we'll see you all in our next video. Goodbye.